Okay, sir, that concludes the formal portion of the presentations that we have. I know now we're going to go around the room and start with Corinne from Concerned Military Housing.
Good morning. I just have a few quick updates. Last month there was a question about the insulation in historic windows, and I wanted to let everyone know that you can call the neighborhood office if you feel that your windows are drafty, and they will come out and assess them. It's on a case-by-case basis. The path and playground lights are complete. They're up and running, and there are 7 buildings left for the Bayside building lights, and the target date for completion on that is next Friday, March 25th, depending on the weather. And I also want to remind everyone about our family service event for March. It is National Inhalants and Poison Awareness Week, and there are flyers in the back, and that is next Thursday, the 24th at 6 p.m. at the McGruff House. Are there any questions? Okay, thank you.
Good morning. I'm Ann Morrison from the commissary. I just have one quick thing. Time to start cleaning out your closets because the May case lot sale is set for the 12th, 13th, and 14th of May. And right now we do have a mini truckload sale going on with a lot of Del Monte products. So good time to restock your mini markets. And if not any questions, that's all I have.
Good morning. I'm Chris Olifield from the Exchange. Just want to provide a quick update on our food court. The solicitations for our food court project did go out on February 18th. The solicitations are due back by March 27th, which at that time we will review and offer the contract on April 11th, and which time from April 11th the winning contractor will have 30 days to provide an implementation plan. So as the contract gets awarded, we will provide more updates in the future. Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
So, several months ago, there was some discussion about having some discussions with family members about the selection of items for sale at the exchange so that we could possibly have some input. As we understand that it's a little difficult to find the kinds of things that we want in the exchange, and we were told that was based on the sales, which are down, and so it seems like an oxymoron to have to buy stuff that we don't want in order to have the stuff that we do want for sale. Can we set up a time or plan for those discussions sometime in the near future?
Yes, ma'am, most definitely. And I will get with you right after this, and we can set up the time.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Okay, and I will hand it back over to John.
Do we have any other presentations from members of the audience?
One of the advantages or disadvantages of being live is not everybody wants to be on camera. So I was asked to repeat a question from the audience. Reference the Spring Bazaar. Is it possible to have that in evening hour, extended to evening hours, so people that work during the day could visit, attend?
I'm going to have to take a look at that, but if you could, George, turn the microphone over to Earlene Allen, she can give you a better answer than I can on that one.
Certainly it's something we can look at, but the bazaar has been attended by the people that work on post during the lunch hours. Ms. Anna? But we can, I can certainly look at having it during the evening hours, and it will all be based on whether people will actually attend it.
And also a question, reference, the fun run, the 3 p.m. fun run, is it too late to sign up, and is there a cost?
There is no cost unless you would like to have a T-shirt. I believe the T-shirt is $5. Am I correct on that? Okay. And it is not too late to sign up. Check with Earlene Allen that just spoke, and she can get you taken care of on that.
And people can, it starts at 3 o'clock, but people can start the run up until 4 o'clock. We realize that the buses, I think kids get off bus at 3:30, so you can actually start the run until 4 o'clock.
Okay. Do we have any other questions from the audience? Yes, ma'am.
Hi,
Just one more, I'm sorry. I'm Annie Brock from the Military and Civilian Spouses Club, and I just wanted to let people know that we are APG's booster club, and so we are open to all military and civilian and spouses and family members over the age of 18 here in our military community. And one of our big things is welfare for the community and scholarships. We just had the end date for the turn-in of scholarship applications for this year, but we are still accepting, and we do continually throughout the year accept requests from organizations within our military community that need funding for some of their programs. You can go to our website at www.apgmcsc.org, and you'll find the form there. Thank you.
I'm not sure if this is a DPW question or a DES question, but the traffic lights on post, specifically the main light between Aberdeen and Maryland Boulevard, if we could use smartphone technology on those, that would be a great step forward, because if you're currently coming from, if you're with the commissary on the right-hand side and you want to go across, it's like purgatory. You're there for a long time, and sometimes there's no traffic on the other three lights. And also, since 90% of the people that use these roads are Monday through Friday people that live off post, it would be nice for the folks that are living on post if you could put like Combat Drive, all those other little lights on blinking on the weekend, and just have that one main intersection operating on the weekend. It just, sometimes we're stopped at a light and there's nobody there, so.
I understand what you're saying. I used to live on post, and that did frustrate me. I was tempted a lot of times just to take off.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid of Rob Crowder catching up with me.
Me too.
The newer intersections, you'll notice they have one of those things, and it looks like it's we're going to catch you speeding or braking. They're actually not that. They're there to sense the traffic and the waiting queues. Now, what we have to do is go through and reset these, and there's a lot that's going on, and not just at the times that there's not much traffic, but it's also where we have a lot of traffic. And so we're going to have to be playing around as far as to try to come up with the best sequencing, if you will. And so anyhow, we're going to be actively working on that. There's also more BRAC work that's coming on intersections. So like over there at the post office, that there'll be the lights, there'll be a new light system that's placed inside there. So yes, we need to have a plan that makes sense and to set everything in place here, and we're working towards that. Thank you for your input.
And then a follow-up for that, and I'm not sure if it's DES or not, but if you're on Aberdeen Boulevard and in between building 150 and 300, it's the little stone gate building, and then the other building, I believe, is a security police force building. During rush hours in the afternoon, between 3:30, 5:30, it is a very dangerous intersection. And there are cars, if you're trying to make a left onto Plum Point Loop, there are cars that are literally coming out from that in front of me and behind me to get into the road. And I would propose, most of those cars are coming from that secured gate back there. I forgot the gate number. But I would propose that when they get out of the gate, they make a right to go to the traffic circle to come out and make that an illegal left. I don't think cars should be making a left out of there at that time, or there at least should be law enforcement there that can help alleviate that pressure, because it's an awful lot of pressure when you're there trying to make a left and you've got two cars coming out of there who are driving extremely dangerous and fast.
Ma'am,
So
that's probably our most problematic intersection.
So don't let them turn left.
No. What I'm saying by this is that we have fixes, but we can't afford, let's say the Cadillac version or the Mercedes.
I just gave you a fix.
But no, what I'm saying.
Let me help out real quick, please. This is great. This is great discussion. But as we always try to reemphasize, these are critical times for our nation. Everyone knows that there's a tremendous limitation to resources. As it impacts this installation, it is quite significant. We don't have enough to serve all at the optimal level, okay? So what we always have to do is place priority emphasis, okay? The bulk of the traffic at that time is headed off of the installation.
Right.
We can't affect right now the ideal fix. As Tom Kuhar has mentioned, that problem has existed on this installation for many, many years. When we had stimulus dollars apportioned to Aberdeen Proving Ground, we were trying to factor in that road improvement, you may remember. We also tried to use something called Sustainment, Restoration, and Modernization Monies, SRM, to effect an appropriate fix for that limited number of people turning left into that area. And it just didn't make sense because there's too much work to do. One of the things we have to do is always look to improve, and that's what we're trying to do. With the EUL and money becoming available, we're re-looking how we could do business. So we understand your concern, and your safety is paramount, okay? But we have to, during limited time, during times of crisis, place priority on our efforts, and that is to safely allow the bulk of the traffic to exit safely. So
The
noted.
solution I gave you, though, was a no-cost solution.
Well,
it was to exit the gate and turn right, go to the circle, and come out. So that way you completely eliminate people making a left at that intersection.
your solution is appreciated, okay? But tremendous traffic studies have been taking place and are well documented, 3 at least since I've been here, okay? So we appreciate your insights, your perspectives. We're doing the best we can at this point, okay? All right, okay.
Any other questions from the audience, or do we have anything on the Twitter account we need to respond to? Do not. And sir, I'll turn it back to you and Command Sergeant Major Rhodes for any further comments in closing.
This is good. As we started, I want to thank all of you for coming, for listening and tuning in to the message that we're trying to convey to you. Before we close this session, I would be remiss if I didn't turn to my right-hand man, Command Sergeant Major Rhodes, and offer him the opportunity to share some of his insights, perspectives, or general comments to you. So, Sergeant Major, anything?
Just for your information. The DPW is out and about trimming trees, cleaning up the roads, getting ready for the motorcycle season, which many of us enjoy, HOA. The running season, where many folks are going to get out of the gyms and get out there running. So we're clearing those sidewalks, we're trimming up the trees, we're beautifying the installation. So we've started spring break, or spring cleanup.
Right.
So this is the initial process. The second phase of this process, additional communication will come down to the organizations to look for your support to clean up around your buildings and your associated areas. We didn't do this last year because there were some struggles, so we're going to put a good emphasis on it for this year. Other than that, we'll have an installation run, or we're planning an installation run for the Army birthday. First time in probably many, many years. And that run will be for all. DA civilians, families, soldiers, all. If you want to make a guide-on to come out there and lead your organization for civilians or DA civilians, please do. Come on out. Children are welcome. Strollers are welcome. We're going to make this work. It's a team effort. Sir, that's all I have.
Okay. All right. Any other comments before we conclude? Adrian, anything from the Twitter, Facebook, anything? Okay. All right. Guys, thank you very much for coming. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your service. Thank you.